So thank you for coming in today, Miss Mary. We're going to be using a scenario today. It's going to be a walkthrough that we're conducting here on our website that we're testing today. So I'll be reading out the scenario to you. So you're Liz Jane and you live in Australia, you've got your own business and you get all your stuff made in China. Now recently your Chinese supplier contacted you and they said that they're not able to provide the materials to you anymore for the same price and the quality has gone down as well. You're not very happy about that. So luckily you've got another friend who has referred to you to check out the providers in Sri Lanka. And she said you might want to go out on the web and have a look for finding a supplier for the manufacturing and purchasing of clothing from that country. And this is really what you would like to do today, investigate that on the website that we have built. Any questions before I start?
No, all good.
So what would you do first?
Well, I would probably talk to my friend and see if they had a recommendation about where to go, like what site. Otherwise, Google.
Google it.
Yeah.
Let's say you have Googled it and you found Sri Lanka clothing materials, cheap imports to Australia link. And you follow that link. And this is the first thing you're getting.
So this is the first page?
Yeah, that's the first page.
I'd probably have a quick look here, but I think I would mostly go for a menu first, see what's there. I'm looking for clothing first. Probably closest thing would be apparel, textiles, timepieces. I'll click on that.
Just before we go there, what would you expect to find once you click on that one?
I'm thinking it's not so much complete clothing. I'm thinking by the terms of apparel and textiles, I'm thinking it's like fabric and buttons and those kind of things that I can make clothing with, not necessarily complete clothing items.
And any of the other ones here?
There's probably not any others in makeup, shampoo, those kind of items, powders, creams. The health, is it together? Separate item. The health means I would probably then lump things like medicine, like over-the-counter kind of medicine in there as well.
So just before we go into the apparel and textiles, just looking on this side here, can you just talk me through that screen and tell me what it is you're looking at?
So I'm guessing this is going to tell me a little bit more about the company or that's running this portal. So that's probably the other thing I'm looking for here before I jump into the items I might want to buy from them is how do I know they're actually worth dealing with? So maybe some of these things I might check out as well, new to buying from us, would be something worth going to just to see if there's anything there I need to know before I jump in, like minimum orders or how long does it take to arrive into Australia and those kind of things.
So what would you get in that section, you think?
That would be the basics. So exactly how I would order, the types of people they have ordered from them now, how long it's going to take, how it's going to arrive, what shipping methods.
So you expect to find shipping methods in there?
Yeah, I am. Even though now that I'm reading it, I'm seeing help with shipping. I do think if it's starting from afresh, brand new to buying from us, should really go through all of those questions that I have right from the start.
Okay. All right. Now that you said you would like to go to apparel, maybe let's just go there.
So click on apparel, textiles, and timepieces.
And what do you think you're going to see once you've clicked on that one?
Because there's 3 sections there, I feel like there might be 3 sections on the next page: an apparel, a textiles, and a timepieces section, but I'm not entirely sure. So
this is actually a dynamic website. So the next thing you're going to get is one of these out.
Okay, so this has come as a result of me clicking there. So there's apparel, textiles, timepieces, but also fashion accessories. So that's interesting to me because I didn't expect.
Which part?
There's accessories.
Oh, I see, sorry.
Yeah, so it's actually all one item. So that would be easier to understand if it was all along one line rather than on 2 lines.
Is there maybe, can you think of one word that would describe all these 4 in one?
I think you could probably get away with just fashion.
Okay.
Even. Or I think timepieces was really unfamiliar to me. I wouldn't look for that as an item. I think you could say accessories would normally cover off on all of these things and jewelry. So you could maybe just say clothing and accessories or apparel and accessories.
That's great, thank you. So where to next? What stands out?
So I'm really aiming what I'm buying now is really women's clothing. So I would straight away go for that. But then women's clothing, yeah. But there are other things that I'd be interested in too that sort of fit into that same area, like headwear and some jewelry, and I do sell other things as well. But that would be where I'd go first.
Okay. So before we go there, what about garment accessories? What's the difference between that and women's clothing?
I'm seeing garment accessories to be, I'm looking around to check, but maybe it's underwear or maybe stockings. But I have seen gloves somewhere else. So I feel like there's a lot of categories here, like almost too many categories, because I have to figure out in my head what I'm actually looking for as a category first before I click into it, which means I could pick the wrong one and then I never find what I'm looking for. Okay. So I'm hoping some of there's stockings, so hosiery. So yeah, I'm expecting all of that would just be under women's clothing, really.
All right, thank you. So just before we go there again, what is it you would expect to get?
When I click on that? If it was the way that I had planned in my head, then you might get some more breakdown of some more things like hosiery or more specific types of women's clothing.
So that these ones would maybe be
would be under there. Yeah, but at the moment, the way that it is, knowing that these are out here, I really just expect that I would just have examples of clothing I might want to buy. So dresses and pants and shirts and all types of clothes.
All right, let's do that. Let's go there.
Okay.
And this is the next thing we get now. So if you could just talk me through the screen you see now and share with me your first impressions.
Okay, there's a lot. I feel overwhelmed already. There's a lot on here. Okay, so there's options for me to sort or filter or search by, which is great. I think I would want to take advantage of a lot of those things.
Like what?
I might look for price range, although that's difficult for me to say right now because I haven't sort of got a gauge for what the prices are like on the site. But eventually I'll be able to figure out the maximum price that I'd want to go to.
So where would you do that?
I'd probably have to just, knowing that this is down here now, I'd probably have to just start looking around and seeing what's coming up first to see what the average price was or what some of the prices were before I could then test it out. But I might just try some. I might just put in 10 or 20 and see what sort of things come up.
So that's, can you show me where you would do that?
Yeah, so I'd put in from 0 to 10 in here.
Okay, and then...
but then I want to press something. I want to press go.
Oh, I see. So you're looking for a go button.
Yeah. So
to do what?
To actually make it refresh the page with my search criteria.
So let's say we can get you a go button. And like this.
Yeah.
So could you just show me?
So I'd put 0 to 10. I might look at some other things too before just going with that alone. But because it's my first time, I might just do a simple one first and go. Yeah.
And how would that change what you see right
now? I would
now?
expect all of this to regenerate to start again. It might even go blank and then reload the clothing. And I would expect the results for women's clothing to change to results for women's clothing, comma, $0 to $10.
Okay. That's just
and that number should go down because there should be less of them now.
Oh, that's the result. Oh,
yeah, that's how, well, I'm seeing that as how many items of clothing are available to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.